Hello and welcome to Military Mantra. In this interview, we have today Wing Commander Shruti Chauhan, who have served in Indian Air Force for close to 16 years as a transport pilot. In this interview, we'll try to understand her journey of joining Indian Air Force, life within Indian Air Force as a pilot, and various life lessons that she has learned over her service. So welcome, ma'am, and thank you for coming on the interview today.
My pleasure.
So, ma'am, if you could tell us, how did your journey of Indian Air Force start and how was your life before joining Forge?
I did my engineering in information technology from Bombay, and I come from a middle class family. And I was part of NCC for 5 years. So that is actually where my military grooming and the orientation started. So one of our commanders there, the group commander, he was army officer, and he had his leg amputated in a Vietnam War. So that was actually a very inspiring thing for me to always see him every time. So that actually kind of inspired me that, when he being after getting handicap also, if he can continue serving the nation, then why should I not try and why should I not do it myself? One of my uncle, that is Masaji, he was commandant RMC. If you know RMC Dehradun. Yes, so he was commandant RMC. So he had seen me since I was a kid. So he said that you have the aptitude and I think you should try for forces. So first I laughed it out, ki kya Masaji, kya mazak kar rahe ho? So then he's like, no, you should go, you should try. So I tried all the three forces and I got joining letters from all the three forces, for Navy, Army, OTA, and for Air Force.
Okay.
And I had just finished my engineering and the first joining was for Army. It was immediately like in 2 months. And I was like, कि, अरे यार इतना जल्दी आ गया, so घर पे तो रह ही नहीं पाई मैं, because for engineering I was studying in Bombay.
Okay.
And obviously Air Force was joining the सबसे last में, and it was for flying branch.
Okay.
So I chose Air Force. So this is how I actually landed up in Air Force. One of the reason was that I had orientation through NCC, and also that my uncle, who was commandant RMC, he thought that I had the aptitude, and he actually kind of pushed me to go through.
Yeah, got it, mom.
And in fact, he was the one who actually got me ready for SSB.
Yeah.
I did not take any professional training as such, but yes, he was in defense and he had trained many people for the same. So he actually taught me घर में ही कि क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए, and that is still relevant till today.
Yeah, ma'am, you spoke about the SSB preparation. Ma'am, if you could also tell us, how was your experience in that SSBs which you went through, because you told you got recommended in all three forces, and what tips you would like to give to aspirants who are preparing for SSB?
See, firstly, I feel that you should not be scared that there are so many people coming for SSB. There are so many people who have taken coaching professionally. There are so many people who got recommended 5 times, 10 times. No, it does not make any difference. You can go for the first time, you can get recommended, and you can join defense. It's just that you need to have the right attitude for it, and you need to know how to prepare in the right direction. See, in defense, none of the forces are actually paying heed to how well you speak, what language are you speaking. If you're okay talking in Hindi, and if you're confident, and if you're happy talking in Hindi, expressing your views, it is absolutely okay. Nobody is giving you any minus marks. Language का कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. आप इंग्लिश बोल पाते हो ठीक है, नहीं बोल पाते हो वो भी ठीक है. जो फौज देखती है वो है आपका एटीट्यूड. आपका एटीट्यूड कितना पॉजिटिव है लाइफ में. This is what matters there. So when I went for my SSB, for Army SSB, that was in Bhopal. Army और Navy दोनों का वहीं हुआ था. So एक SSB से निकल के दूसरे SSB गई, ऐसे हुआ था मेरे साथ. तो जो first SSB थी, I was also very skeptical. I wouldn't say that I was scared, but I was skeptical that कि क्या होगा, कैसे होगा. Everybody was experienced मेरे अलावा, और सब कोई कॉन्फ्रेंस आउट हो रखे थे, कोई रेकमेंड होके वहां पे आए थे. सो मुझे लगता था कि कैसे करूंगी, क्या होगा. बट आई जस्ट फॉलोड माय गट दैट जो मुझे सही लगता है यू कीप डूइंग इट. डोंट गेट इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय पीपल दैट द अदर पर्सन इज डूइंग दिस, वो ऐसे पढ़ रहा है, उसने ये टॉपिक पे पढ़ाई की है, ये क्या है, वो क्या है. नहीं, जो आपने प्रिपरेशन की है वो ठीक है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बी कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट योरसेल्फ दैट यू कैन डू इट, and if you really want to do it, I strongly believe that, that if you really want to do it, everything around you will align in that direction and make you achieve your goal.
Yeah.
I feel that. But provided आपको उतनी शिद्दत से वो चीज चाहनी चाहिए
Correct.
और वो चीज चाहने के साथ आपको अपनी कैपेबिलिटी भी पता होनी चाहिए. At this age, abhi, right now, if I think I will suddenly start weightlifting and I will go into Olympics and do it. No, nahi ho sakta. I can start weightlifting, I can try weightlifting up to certain extent. But जो लोगों ने बचपन से वही किया है, उसी में training की है, so I cannot compare myself with that. This is what the younger generation today is lacking. Do your preparation, but do not compare yourself with other person. सबकी कैपेबिलिटीज डिफरेंट है. जो आप में स्पेशल है वो मुझ में नहीं है.
Okay.
And that is why all of us are different here.
Correct.
So this is exactly what we should follow there when we go for SSB. I am different, you are different.
Yeah.
If I can speak on a particular topic, not necessarily you can speak. What you can do after you go there is you should always share your knowledge जो आपने prepare किया है. ऐसे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि मैंने ये टॉपिक प्रिपेयर किया, मैंने ये किया तो मैं अपने पास रख लूं तो मुझे ज्यादा मार्क्स मिलेंगे. बिल्कुल नहीं. वहां पे पीपल आर एक्चुअली सीइंग दैट हाउ वेल यू ट्रीट योर अदर काउंटर पार्ट्स. आप कितनी हेल्प करते हैं उनको, ये वो हर टाइम पे देखते हैं. तो सबको वहां पे पता लगता है कि नहीं हम कुछ भी करेंगे बैरक्स में, ये भी करेंगे, पता नहीं चलेगा. बट डू हेल्प अदर्स हु आर देयर. कोई टॉपिक पे अगर आपने आपका स्पीच बनाया है या कुछ चीज अपने पॉइंट्स नोट किए हुए हैं, so it's kind of a revision for you also. Just for example, abhi jo present condition hai COVID ki. So if you want to discuss something about what is India's stand on COVID and the medicines and the effect, तो इसके अगर आपने कुछ pointers बनाए हैं, हो सकता है वहां पे कोई बंदा आया हो जिसने इसके बारे में सोचा ही नहीं कि मैं इस टॉपिक पे बात कर सकता हूं. So you should just discuss these pointers. Basic thing is do not get flabbergasted by what other person has done and share your knowledge.
Ma'am, but if you could also tell us, how did you prepare for various tests that happens over here? For example, the psychology test, the interview part, and the GTO. How was your preparation for these 3 sets?
Frankly, for GTO, what I did was I was only doing my physical exercises, daily routine. But just वो ज़्यादा कर लिया. दिन में जो मैं आधा घंटा करती थी, वो that I started doing 1.5 day. 1.5 hour. Frankly, what I will tell you is when you go for SSB, they will not see how strong you are physically. It doesn't matter. Because अगर आप अभी weak हैं, तो फौज आपको strong बना देगी ट्रेनिंग करते करते. But what they see is that if you are given an obstacle to clear, and अगर आपके पास उसका एक solution नहीं है, so have you given up or you are trying to find some other solutions to clear that obstacle? This is what they are saying. कि अगर एक तरीका है ऑब्स्टिकल क्लियर करने का और अगर वो नहीं हो रहा है, so are you trying to find some other way to clear that obstacle? Are you trying to take help of your counterparts? ये भी नहीं करना है कि हाँ मैंने जो solution सोचा है वही सही है. No, you have to take advice because when you eventually come into defense forces, you will have to take advice from your seniors, your juniors to follow in particular direction or to do what you want to. So ये वो चीज देखते हैं. And for interview, what I did was इंटरव्यू के लिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू नो योरसेल्फ कि आपकी स्ट्रेंथ क्या है.
Okay.
और आपकी वीकनेस क्या है. सो जब अगर कोई इंटरव्यू में आपको कोई क्वेश्चंस पूछता है, सो यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल कि वहां पे सामने ऐसे कुछ जवाब ना दें जिससे हमारी वीकनेस उनके सामने आए. क्योंकि अगर हमारी कोई वीकनेस उनके सामने आएगी, ऐसे नहीं है कि वो आपको कॉर्नर करना चाहते हैं, बट दे विल स्टार्ट आस्किंग यू अबाउट योर वीकनेसेस बिकॉज दे वांट टू नो हाउ यू नो योरसेल्फ. So that is the reason they will continue asking you about एक चीज से दूसरी चीज से तीसरी चीज वो पूछते रहेंगे. And एक चीज और जो इंटरव्यू में वो people want to know is that आप झूठ तो नहीं बोल रहे. अगर कोई टॉपिक के बारे में आपको नॉलेज नहीं है तो you should frankly tell them that sir I'm not aware of this, I haven't studied this. Simple. इसके कोई नेगेटिव मार्क्स नहीं है कि अगर आपको जो चीज पता नहीं है आपने वो नहीं बताई. अगर आपको पता नहीं है, आधा कच्चा नॉलेज है और अगर आप वो उसके बारे में फिर उसमें कहानियां बनाते जाएंगे, सो द इंटरव्यूइंग ऑफिसर इज वेरी स्मार्ट, ही विल कम टू नो कि आप झूठ बोल रहे हो. दे विल कम टू नो. सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग that needs to be prepared for interview. And also, it is always good to have some knowledge of current affairs. That is what is happening in the world, and especially with India, neighboring countries, India ke different stands on various issues of economy, defense budget, and current affairs, or anything recently happening. जैसे farmers protest चल रहा था, फिर COVID हो गया. So different topics, and India's strategies with as compared to their military training, their ties with their neighbors. तो ये सब चीजें जो जनरल नॉलेज की हमको पता होनी चाहिए. Nobody is asking statistics आपको, but at least you should have a point of view.
Okay.
कि अगर कोई इंडिया के बारे में पूछे आपको सिंपल सी चीज कि क्या दोबारा बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट शुड कम इनटू पावर अगेन. सो बेवकूफों की तरह कुछ भी यहाँ वहां से चीजें नहीं बोलनी है. Okay, and what generally we follow in defense is like we are always we don't take any side of any politician or any party. We are always neutral. We follow जो हमारे कमांडर्स हमको बोलते हैं हम वो करते हैं. So this is again one important thing what people should think remember is not to be on anybody's side, especially when it comes to politics. You can have your view, but you cannot always just promote one party or probably one leader or something like that. And for a psychology test, what I did was I used to write stories. वो तो हम सबको पता है कि जो initial stories लिखनी पड़ती हैं. And there's one story in which you are given a blank screen and you have to write your own story. So what I used to follow is like you have to write different stories of different things what happen in your general life. कि आप कहीं गए, आपने किसी की हेल्प की, या आप कहीं स्टक हो गए थे तो कि आपकी किसी ने कैसे हेल्प की. Something that happens in your family, something what you have learned from your parents, something about saving money, something about helping others, how you struggle in your life. But now make it a point that everything has a positive outcome in the stories. कोई किसी को चाकू मार रहा है, so not necessarily कि वो चाकू ही मार रहा है, हो सकता है वो बचा भी रहा है उसको, कोई मार के चला गया हो, and then the person is trying to save that fellow. So you always have to have a positive outlook in your stories, whatever you write. That is what is important. And also another thing what is important for psychology is that you should be aware that what your family and friends are thinking, because they will ask you to write this in your psychological test, to perform which you have to fill. And also situation reaction test hoti hain, that is okay. But what your friends, teachers and your family think, this is one of the major part of the psychology test what you have to write. So इसके बारे में कभी आपने सोचा ही नहीं है, आपको पता ही नहीं है कि आपके फ्रेंड्स आपके बारे में क्या अच्छा सोचते हैं और वो क्या सोचते हैं कि आप कौन सी चीज पे इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं. Like your mother will know you best, so your mother will know what are your weaknesses. If you frankly don't know your weaknesses yet, there's no harm going and asking your friends or mother or probably anybody who knows you well कि क्या चीज है जो हम इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं. So these are the basic few things what तैयारी मैंने की थी.
Ma'am, if you could also tell us quickly, how was your experience in the academy? So you have gone to AFA and after that your training as a pilot. So if you could briefly tell us how does it look like and any memorable incident that you would like to share with the audience who will be watching it?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun in academy. मुझे तो बहुत मजा आता था training में, and because I was always involved in physical activities, so सुबह भागते यहाँ जाओ, breakfast करो, ये करो. In fact, I was one of the few cadets in academy. Generally सबका वजन कम होता है, weight कम होता है. मेरा regular exercise, regular food, times everything, timetable same, मेरा वजन बढ़ गया था. So I was one of the few cadets who gained weight in academy. But yes, I was part of all the activities and everything. So the best part was in academy was that there was no differentiation for girls and boys, which was very good thing. So जो punishment boys को मिलती थी, वो punishment girls को भी मिलती थी. So it was one thing I remember very funny. I met my husband, we trained together. So the first time when we were training and he saw me, so हम बस से उतरे and बस apparently late हो गई थी. रेलवे स्टेशन से academy पहुंचने में late हो गई थी. So academy adjutant थे, तो जैसे हम लोग उतरे तो उन्होंने बोला start rolling. तो जैसे उन्होंने बोला start rolling, कुछ लड़कियां सलवार सूट में थी, जीन्स टी शर्ट जैकेट पहना हुआ था, लड़कियों ने दुपट्टा ऐसे बांधा, हमने जैकेट ऐसे बांधा और दे दे रोलिंग स्टार्ट कर दी. एंड ऑल दीस बॉयज हु हैड कम फ्रॉम एनडीए वो ऐसे देख रहे हैं कि मतलब ये हो क्या रहा है कि लड़कियां अभी बेचारी इतने अच्छे से ड्रेसेस पहन के बस से उतरी हैं और उनको बोला रोलिंग स्टार्ट करो और सब दे दे शुरू करने लगी. So that was the first time actually my husband saw me and he still remembers कि अच्छा देखा कोई एक लड़की आ रही है, अच्छा ये अच्छी है, and then अचानक से देखा तो वो रूल मार रही है मेंढक की तरह टकाटक 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 ऐसे. So that was one of the incident I always remember, and that was first day in academy. So वो तो हमेशा याद रहेगा. And first day जब flying के लिए गया, that was also very exciting because to fly, naturally humans are not meant to fly, but we are devising new procedures अलग-अलग तरीके से that we want to fly. So first time when I went for flying, the air experience was amazing, very good, and my instructor was also so good that he made everything feel so easy कि इतनी कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, इतना कोई difficult चीज नहीं है flying करना. That was very important thing what he taught me. In fact, both of my instructors.
Got it.
So it was great. Our training used to be subah utho, we used to go for exercises, then come back, breakfast. Then we used to have parade in pre-flying classes में. Then फिर classes flying की start होती थी. पहले ground classes खत्म हुई, फिर ground classes के बाद में जब ground classes की training खत्म होगी, then we started flying. तो फ्लाइंग के टाइम पे फिर हमारी अलग अलग ड्यूटीज लगती थी. किसी की साफ सफाई, ऑफिस ठीक ठाक रखने वाली, अपने अपने ऑफिस वैसे ठीक रखो. देन किसी की रिटर्न्स बनाने की ड्यूटी होती थी कि किसके कितने फ्लाइंग हो गए, कोई बुक्स ठीक ठाक अरेंज करके रखवाने की, ऐसी अलग अलग ड्यूटीज थी. सो बेसिकली इन ट्रेनिंग वी लर्न एवरीथिंग जो आपको एक ऑफिस ठीक से चलाने के लिए चाहिए. राइट फ्रॉम प्लानिंग योर फ्लाइंग ट्रेनिंग, हम ही प्लान करते थे. यस, इंस्ट्रक्टर्स यूज्ड टू ओवरसी, बट वी यूज्ड टू फ्लाई कि चलो आज एक इंस्ट्रक्टर्स के 3 पीपल का ये शॉर्टेज हो गया है, तो अगले दिन एक ब्रेक देके परसों की फ्लाइंग वापस लगाएंगे. तो ऐसे पूरे ट्रेनिंग की फ्लाइंग हम ही लगाते थे. वी यूज्ड टू सुपरवाइज. और उसमें फिर थोड़ा बहुत हम भी कर लेते थे कि अच्छा चलो ये इंस्ट्रक्टर, ये एग्जामिनर बहुत कड़क है, बहुत मार पड़ेगी, तो इसके साथ एग्जाम नहीं लगाएंगे, किसी और इंस्ट्रक्टर के साथ लगा लेंगे. तो ऐसे भी थोड़ी बहुत बदमाशी करते थे हम लोग, बट ऑल वाज टेकन इन फन स्पिरिट. एंड शाम को फिर लंच के बाद में फिर वापस फ्लाइंग होती थी. शाम को वापस आओ, फिर पीटी गेम्स, फिर 1-1.5 घंटा सेल्फ स्टडी के लिए मिलता था, एंड डिनर. उसके बाद में वापस फिर मैक्सिमम आधा घंटा, फिर 10 बजे लाइट्स आउट. लाइट्स आउट के बाद में भी बहुत ही होता था कि फिर पढ़ नहीं सकते हैं, गप्पे नहीं मार सकते हैं, तो फिर वही हम लोग सब लाइट बंद कर करके कंबल के अंदर घुस घुस के गप्पे मारते थे बैठ के. और फोन्स अलाउड नहीं थे. अभी मुझे नहीं पता कि एकेडमी में फोन्स अलाउड है नहीं है, आई एम नॉट श्योर, बट हमारे टाइम पे तो फोन अलाउड नहीं होते थे. तो शाम को जब गेम्स के बाद टाइम मिलता था, तो फोन बूथ के बाहर ना लंबी सी लाइन लगी होती थी कि सबको फोन करना है, सबके फोन आ रहे हैं. तो वो बड़ा मजेदार होता था. एंड हम एक्चुअली गिनते रहते थे कि अच्छा चलो 3 मिनट हो गया, 3 मिनट से ज्यादा नहीं बात करना है, हमें भी बात करना है, बिकॉज वो उतना पर्टिकुलर टाइम होता था. फिर फॉलन होता था, फॉलन के बाद डिनर होता था. अब वो टाइम चला गया तो तुम बात नहीं कर सकते फिर. तो ऐसे होता था.
Yeah. Ma'am, if you could also tell, how was your first experience flying an aircraft? And, how does the journey of becoming a transport pilot look like in terms of training? You go to some separate schools other than the fighter pilots. How does that look like?
First day my experience was frankly, तो first day तो मुझे समझ में नहीं आया कुछ. First day was like a joyride for me because my instructor was flying. मुझे बस आसपास में देख के मजा आ रहा था कि this is what I wanted to do. वैसे. So when we started training and first when we went for solo, जब खुद first time solo उड़ाया, तब समझ में आया कि how great a risk it is if you don't know what you're doing and if you don't do it right. So that is what. So जब सोलो गए तब तो लगा अच्छा कुछ हो भी जाए तो अकेली अपनी जान है, मैं ही हूँ एयरक्राफ्ट में, और तो कुछ है नहीं. होगा तो होगा क्या, मेरी गलती से होगा, मुझे होगा. But when we became transport pilots, so that is exactly when it struck us that it is more important us to fly safely because we have so many lives involved in this. Being a transport pilot, we usually involve transporting people from one place to another. Right from Air Force का जितना भी सामान होता था, from flying VIPs to taking books to publications to ammunitions to anything and everything whatever you can think of, you've transported. And my first aircraft was AN-32. So I was flying in Chandigarh, and I flew to Jammu, Srinagar, Leh, Thois, Kargil, all the drop zones on China, everything. So that was exactly when we realized that how important it is to fly safely, safeguarding flying in your rules, in India ka airspace and not violating that space, because something bigger is at stake. That is your country's name. If you do something wrong, too much is at stake. And there were many times wherein we were to do few calculations about weight and everything, and काफी बार ऐसे होता था that especially coming from Leh, Thois and all, जो वहाँ पे जवान छुट्टी पे होते हैं वो फंस जाते हैं वहां से वापस आने के लिए। जैसे जनरली फॉर वेट कैलकुलेशन हम एक इंसान का वेट हम 100 kg लेते हैं, बट जस्ट टू इंक्रीज अपना ये भी हम एग्जैक्टली पूछते थे कि अच्छा चलो आकाश तुम्हारा वेट क्या है बताओ, जस्ट यू से 72, तो मैं वो 72 लिखूंगी, तो मेरे पास फिर 28 kg का लीव हो गया। तो ऐसे बाकी लोगों का पूछ के जस्ट टू हेल्प जवान्स वी यूज्ड टू ट्राई एंड अकोमोडेट, बट यस इन द लिमिट्स ऑफ द एयरक्राफ्ट।
Yeah.
So that was the thing. And one very good thing was being in transport fleet was that the postings are good and you fly all over the country, all over the country, right from Jammu to south, east, from Guwahati, Agartala to west, whatever. That's the
Ma'am,
best part of being transport
if you could
pilot.
also tell us, how does the training look like after AFA? When you come out of
After
AFA?
academy, after AFA for transport, people go to Bangalore training, Yalanka Air Force Station.
Yeah.
That is where basic training for transport fleet happens, both on Dorniers and on A32s. So we train there. And yes, the training is a little relaxed as compared to academy because we are not cadets anymore. We become officers and then we come for training for transport fleet.
If you could also tell us, one day as a pilot, how does it look like in terms of routine, roles and responsibilities? Any ideal day, how does it look like for you?
See, an ideal day should start at about 6:37, but frankly, an adventurous day would start at around 5:30, wherein you have to get up at 5. You have briefing at 6, take off at 7. You go fly for whatever time you have, come back. After that, you're still pending with your office work, which is you're completing the publications, completing your returns, sending letters ke jawab वापस, and you come, you do that. Then उसके बाद फिर हो सकता है नाइट फ्लाइंग हो, फिर वापस जाओ, and then night flying से फिर वापस आओ. So frankly, if you see, there are no fixed hours flying for a pilot. But if you don't have flying and if you only do come into office for your normal work, then your working hours are generally 7:30 to 2:30. मोटा time. 15-20 minute आगे पीछे हो जाता है. But if you're flying, then you don't have any clock hours. We might come at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, start flying at 12, रात को 11-12 बजे तक flying चलेगी. ऐसे है usually.
Yeah, you have served in Air Force for 16 years. So if I could ask you, any 3 life lessons that you have learned from Air Force which you still cherish?
Oh, there are many. How many should I tell you? The first one, what I learn is very basic one that, don't compare yourself with other people. That's what I told you before also, because what you have special in you, the other people don't. And second thing is like, do not underestimate anybody, your course mates, because while training, कुछ लोग थे जो बहुत bright थे, कुछ लोग थे जो who barely managed to pass. But right now, when you see, I always believe that life is such a big equalizer that the one who was in merit, the one who stood first or second or thing, they might be out of flying for some reason, a medical reason, or they were later not interested to fly. And the people who are very mediocre and very average, they are doing pretty well. So you should never underestimate and undermine anybody. आपको कब नहीं पता कि कब कौन अपना एटीट्यूड बदल के मेहनत करने लगे और लाइफ में तरक्की कर ले. सेकंड चीज. एंड थर्ड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज जो सिर्फ एयरफोर्स नहीं पूरे डिफेंस वाले फॉलो करते हैं कि जो है आज है, तो आज ही खाओ पियो मजे करो खुश रहो, क्योंकि genuinely you never know, you might not have tomorrow.
Yeah.
So whatever you have it in this day today.
Yeah.
So be happy, make people around you happy, fly hard, party harder. So that's what you follow. And that's what I think the last one is for all the people in defense across. Yeah. Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, BSF, all the people in uniform.
Yeah.
जो है आज है.
True, ma'am. Well, ma'am, in armed forces, there's a lot about, leadership. So how did, the training, your experience help you develop that leadership quality? And, what, according to you, is actually leadership?
I think for me, leadership is motivating others to do
Okay.
what they think they're not capable of doing.
Mhm.
So, I feel that people around are not aware of their capabilities, what they can do. They're usually scared to experiment new things. So, for me, I always believed in telling people around and motivating them to get to do things which they thought they would not do or they're not capable of. Sometimes I've also surprised myself wherein I thought that I won't be able to do few things. But my seniors believed in me, my instructors believed in me, my friends believed in me. So they believed, and that is the reason I've done so many things. So I think believing in others and giving others chance, I think it starts with good leadership because somebody believed in you at one time. So you ought to give it back to the system and you have to believe in the other person. And you have to give them chance. You have to motivate them to try something and to do something which they thought will never do it. I
Yeah,
think that is the one for me.
got it, ma'am. Ma'am, my final question to you would be, a lot of aspirants will be watching this video on my YouTube or Insta. So what will be your message to all of them, who wants to join the armed forces?
Firstly, good that you asked me because now my DMs are filled with questions like, "Ma'am, how to join Air Force? How to join Air Force? How to join Air Force?" My first request to them is there's something called as internet, Google. Please do your basic research and then ask. I'm there to help. I understand if somebody's got particular medical requirement or a particular case of something. I understand that, but you just cannot write normal general statements कि मैम मुझे एफओ ज्वाइन करना है, आप बता दो कैसे करना है. अरे भाई खुद पता करो. सीडीएस है, एफकैट है, एनडीए है, क्या क्या चीजें हैं, एनसीसी एंट्री है, हजार चीजें हैं तरीके से आप कर सकते हो. खुद पता तो करो अपना, कुछ पता ही नहीं करना है. एंड देन उसके बाद में देन पीपल स्टार्ट ब्लेमिंग मी ओनली कि आप जवाब ही नहीं देते, आप इतना एटीट्यूड में रह रहे हो, आप ऐसे क्यों कर रहे हो, आप वैसे क्यों कर रहे हो. मतलब यार, हैव सम बेसिक knowledge of what you want to do in life. This is not how you will get into Air Force if you don't know what the basic things what you're supposed to do. At least first try and get some information. And aajkal web mein everything is available. I'm not saying that I don't want to help. There are many people I've helped and who are serving in defense right now. But at least आपकी तरफ से वो इमोशनल एटीट्यूड तो दिखाई दे कि आपको कुछ करना है. आप वही नहीं करोगे तो कैसे होगा.
Correct.
है ना. बेसिक चीजें अपना इन्फॉर्मेशन पता करो क्या है. And one thing what I say is like, be fixed on your goal. Don't change your goal. अगर आपको डिफेंस ज्वाइन करना है, एनडीए की एग्जाम दो. एनडीए नहीं हो पाया, ठीक है, ग्रेजुएशन करो. बट ये नहीं कि ग्रेजुएशन में टाइम पास किया कि 35-40% आ गए और फिर बाद में बोलो कि नहीं पेपर में तो लिखा हुआ है कि मैथ्स फिजिक्स में 50 के ऊपर चाहिए थे, फिर दोबारा एग्जाम दूंगा. ऐसे नहीं होता भाई. इफ यू रियली वांट टू डू समथिंग, एटलीस्ट इतनी मेहनत करो कि आपके जो बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट्स है वो तो टिक मार्क हो जाए पूरे. आपको वही नहीं करने. और अगर आपको पता है कि वो आप नहीं कर सकते वैसे, तो फिर उसके पीछे फिर भागे कोई फायदा नहीं है. देन यू माइट एज वेल एक्सेप्ट इट दैट यू कैन नॉट डू इट. This is also a very important thing which all of us need to know, that if I am not able to do anything, I might as well accept that I am not able to do it. I'm not saying by any chance give up, but I just said कि मैं अभी अगर सोचूं कि वेट ट्रेनिंग स्टार्ट करके ओलंपिक्स में चले जाऊंगी, नहीं कर सकती मैं. बट इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि मैं वेट ट्रेनिंग ही नहीं करूंगी. There's a difference in both of them. So this is the basic thing what I want people who are aspiring to join defense, like please do your basic study, what you want to do it, and work on your communication skills. I'm again saying language doesn't matter. आप हिंदी में भी अच्छे से बात कर सकते हो, but at least be clear on what you want to communicate to other person.
Got it.
Do not lie in your interview. Help people around. Keep a positive attitude so that people around feel happy seeing you, feel happy looking at you, they get good vibes from you. Okay, and respect people around you. चाहे वो छोटा उम्र में आपसे, चाहे वो बड़ा उम्र में आपसे.
Got it.
Basic चीजें हैं which is not very difficult to have in you. These are the basic things what people look when they want you in defense, when they want to work with you. When they actually interview you, वो आगे जाके यही देखते हैं कि इस इंसान के साथ में क्या अपने यूनिट में या क्या अपने ऑफिस में काम कर पाऊंगा। अगर ये इंसान की कोई गलती है और मैं इसको अगर बता रहा हूँ कि आप ये गलत कर रहे हो, so is he able to accept that okay fine, I made a mistake, it's okay, somebody else is pointing out the mistake, it's fine. Is that person able to accept that thing? ये छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं जो जनरली फौज में लोग देखते हैं। और ऐसे तो नहीं कि डर के अगर आपको ज्यादा कॉर्नर कर दिया तो फिर आप बहुत डर गए, फिर आपको जवाब ही नहीं देते आ रहा, फिर आप झूठ बोलना स्टार्ट करो, फिर कुछ अलग तरीके से अपना कॉर्नर कट करके निकलने की कोशिश करो, है ना। प्रेशर में आप कैसे काम करते हो, इंटरव्यू में स्पेशली आपके ऊपर बहुत प्रेशर डाला जाएगा। और मैं तो ये सोचती हूँ कि अगर कोई भी इंटरव्यू होगा ना, क्या ही पूछ लेगा मुझसे, ज्यादा मैं क्या बोलूंगी, मुझे पता नहीं है सर, ठीक है नहीं पता है, आई कैन नॉट हैव एवरीथिंग इन माय हेड, मुझे नहीं पता हो सकता, सो बिग डील। और ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या होगा, रिजेक्ट ही हो जाऊंगी, उससे बुरा कुछ होगा नहीं होगा। तो पहले ही जाके टेंशन में मर जाओ कि क्या होगा इंटरव्यू में, फेल हो जाएंगे, ये हो जाएगा वो हो जाएगा, क्या हो रहा है। एटलीस्ट वो इंटरव्यू का और जो आपका प्रिपरेशन का जो प्रोसेस है आपने वही एंजॉय नहीं किया, तो आपको फायदा याद क्या रहेगा बताओ मुझे। जो आप अभी, जैसे आप और मैं भी बात कर रहे हैं, अगर यही चीज मैं एंजॉय ना करूं तो मुझे कैसे याद रहेगा कि भाई मैंने आकाश से कुछ बात की थी, आकाश से कुछ चीजें मैंने बताई थी।
करेक्ट।
सो दीज आर बेसिक थिंग्स, नथिंग, कोई इसमें कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, वेरी 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 बेसिक थिंग्स।
गुड मैम। Yeah, ma'am, thanks a lot for your time, ma'am, on this interview. I hope, everything that you said, you'll help a lot of aspirants to understand how, life within Indian Air Force looks like. So thank you again, ma'am, for coming on this interview and spending time here. Jai Hind, ma'am.
Jai Hind. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.